Hello, fellow robots out there in internet land. I am Sobertron, and welcome to the next episode of the TekTopia Survival Guide. In today's episode, we will be talking defense of our village. As you can see, I've already put up a kind of wall. We'll just call it a fence. It's a fence. And we're going to be talking about the villagers that will help us defend our village, and that is the Cleric and the Guard. And I never get tired of just how ridiculously large these tokens are. It is amazing. But I digress. Before we get started, I wanted to show you guys something that somebody in the public Discord shared with me. It's a companion mod to TekTopia. It's called TekTopia Information. And all you need is a book. It can be a vanilla book or a villager book. And once you have it in your hand, all you have to do is click on a villager or a structure token, and it gives you this interface here. And this interface is something that I wish we had in the base mod itself, but it isn't right now, so this is the next best thing. So this tells us a ton of data on our village. It's got these chapters over here that cover certain things, and the things that I like the most about this is the professions tab. This will show us exactly how many of each type of villager we have. If you wanted to get into the specifics of each villager, you can go over to the residence tab, and it gives you an overview, and then it gives you even a page on every single villager with their stats. And blessed is one of the things we're going to be talking about today with our Cleric. But for right now, I need to wait for these kiddos to grow up. They are living in this house right now, and they are going to be my Clerics and Guards. So once they grow up, I will go over the AIs of the Cleric and the Guard. So one thing we're not going to talk about today is the Barracks, and that's for a few reasons. First of all, where I want to put the barracks, which is right behind me on that little hill, it's currently outside our village border. And once we move to Town Hall, it'll be in the village, but since it's not right now, I figured I'd cover it at a later date. The other reason is that it's a very expensive structure, so some of you might not have the emeralds to purchase it at this moment. So what I'm going to do instead is show you two different ways that you can level your guards without the need of the barracks. One of them will be for everybody. One of them will be a very situational dependent way you can level your guards. But before we do that, let's go look at some AI, and the day is fast approaching. So let's go look at the clerics first. So we are going to turn these two into clerics. The clerics are very easy villagers. They only have a few AI. So the first is Bless. Now, Bless is going to give your villagers a boost in their skill. So if a cleric blesses a villager, their skill is going to go up temporarily. The other thing they're going to do is heal. Anytime your villager gets damaged, it's going to heal your village. It's going to heal your villager, excuse me. And they are going to work in tandem with your guards. So when a necromancer approaches the village, or a guard is damaged, or a threat is noticed to your village, the clerics will be there right behind the guards to help them heal. And like all villagers, they have read in the library and visit the tavern. So right now we have these other villagers. We're going to turn them all into guards. But one thing I recommend is that if you are going to bulk turn villagers into guards, you do it slowly. And that's because they're going to go right to the storage room, and they are going to equip all the things to make them more effective. So right now, you woke up first. Boom! You are our first guard. Hello, Misty Krell. So the guards have a pretty in-depth AI. So craft a wooden sword. If they don't have a sword available, they're going to craft one. We don't need that. We have diamond. We have diamond, ladies and gentlemen. Don't need that. Eat golden apple. That is to help with their regen. We don't have any golden apples. I'm just going to leave it on. Then they have equipping the different armor types. Diamond and then iron. So we're going to turn off iron, actually, because we have diamond for these guys right now. Enchanted armor, same thing. They're going to try to... they would rather get enchanted armor over regular armor. We have no leather armor whatsoever, so we're going to shut that off. So I wanted to talk about the super attack. If you want to look at this more in depth, I suggest you look at Tango's depth video on the guard. It's really cool watching a thing. I think he calls it the super whammy jammy attack. It's really fun to watch. And the other thing is the patrol guard posts. Also recommend watching Tango's video. He's going to cover it much more in depth than I will today. Picking up emeralds has to deal with when you kill a necromancer. Depending on the level of the necromancer, you will get emeralds from this, so you want to pick it up. And then the practice melee has to do with the barracks. I'm going to leave it on. We don't have a barracks, but it doesn't hurt to leave it on right now. The other cool thing is that they will salute the player. They get a slight chance of a happiness boost when they do that, and it's a really cool thing. So I'm gonna turn these. Well, I'm gonna find these other villagers and turn them, and then we will discuss the ways to level your guards without a barracks. So I was finally able to find all those nitwits and convert them into guards, and it's already night. Um, for now, I wanted to talk about the guard and cleric AI a bit before we get into those two tips that I talked about earlier. The first thing is that the guard and cleric will vary their schedule. They will not sleep during the night and be awake during the day. They will, depending on how many you have, some will be awake at night, like Misty here, which is our first guard we created. And that depends on how many you have. If you only have the one, it's gonna sleep during the day and be awake at night, because night is dark and full of terror. Um, the other thing I wanted to talk about is the guard post. So if you have a village like mine that's well lit and you've got a fence, I recommend placing your first guard post in the mines. And that's because if you have it well lit like I do, this is the biggest chance of you. Hey, thanks for saluting me. This is the biggest chance for zombies to spawn is down here. Sometimes miners are really bad about placing torches, especially at the end. And so having a guard down here will enable them to respond quicker to any evil zombies that show up. So we're just going to let this go for a little bit. I'm going to move on to the next place where I want to show you if you have it. It's a very situational thing, but if you have it, you have an amazing way to level up your guard. So the thing I'm talking about is a zombie spawner. Having a zombie spawner within your village border is a really, really cool thing that one of my friends, Cable Guy, discovered during the beta testing. So this guy right here in this nice lit room, if we funnel them up to the surface and place a guard post near it, the guards will attempt, or they're not attempt, they will go after these zombies. So if you AFK down here and send zombies up to the top, your guard's just going to go full ham on them and level up throughout the process. So I'm going to finish creating this room and turn it into a functioning XP farm for our guards, and I'll show you the results when we get back. So I've added this zombie spawner collection system, and as you can see, our guard is right on it. He's going right over to these dudes, and is just laying waste, and you can already see he is leveled up. And there's the super whammy jammy attack. It is amazing. I love it. And he's leveled up again. So as you can see, this is a... Oh, and another guard has joined us. Now, the zombies are gone. So I have to go back down to the AFK to get more up. But that's cool. This is an easy way for your guards to level up. So now I'm going to wait for night to show you the next tip that you can do. And this is for everybody. You don't need a zombie spawner for this. I'll show you the next thing once it becomes nighttime. So I've just checked on our guards, and after about 2 hours of AFKing, our first guard we made started at level 38, and now she is currently at level 66. So that zombie spawner that we converted into a guard XP farm has really, really paid off for us. But some of you may not have that. So for those of you that don't, I'm going to show you another way to get your guards to level up, and that is simply going to involve a guard post. So what we're going to do is we're going to place a guard post over here, and then I'm going to remove some of these torches out here as far away from our village as we feel is comfortable. And what's going to end up happening is we're going to get mob spawns out here, and there will be a guard nearby. And what that's going to allow us to do is the guard will be able to react very quickly. There's a zombie already coming at me. That was very fast. We're also going to get other mobs out here, which isn't that beneficial, and that's why the zombie spawner is much better. But with this, we will be able to get our guards to level up fairly quickly without the need for a zombie spawner nearby. So this is all it takes is make your area dark. Now, sometimes a light level mod will be very beneficial in this situation. No! Die, zombie! But yeah, this is all it takes is make sure... Jeez, these guys are coming quick. This is all it takes. You just need to make your area dark. There will be a guard showing up right now, and he is instantly going after that zombie that was going to slay our face. But that's all it takes, people. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I will be back in a couple days. And next time, we are going to talk about the Bard and the Tavern. So if you liked today's episode, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. If you have any comments or you have any questions, go ahead and throw it down below or visit me on the public Discord. I will see you guys next time.